What's up guys, Spectacular Scores Player 118 here, and don't mind the suits hanging back there. I've just been doing some laundry. That suit is getting donated soon, and I hopefully will have a video on that, so, but yeah, so I had that update video that I just did, and I have some updates to that update video, so this is another update video. In a way, kind of, sort of. It's an interesting one because I have some things that, like, are interesting, but also kind of very frustrating, but I don't really, like, I care, but I don't. It's like, I'm not upset about it, surprisingly. But, so you guys know how I said, I would have sort of a setup now. I'm working on that. I actually have my shelf up, and I think that's the ideal place where I put my chair, like, in front of that. Kind of like how I do it, in some of my older videos, when I was back home. And the main component of that setup would have been a tripod. Now, don't get me wrong, like, you should never really, like, go for, like, really cheap stuff on eBay that clearly looks like it's, like, relisted from somewhere else, but I had a gift card that was given to me, and I didn't have much else to really do with it, so I used that money for that tripod. And so when coming to my apartment, like, I don't know if, I think it was DHL, they said, insufficient address. So I think that they, like, got it confused with another address or something, and I tried contacting people, but it's like, it wasn't that expensive. It was only like $10, and I kind of don't care. So I contacted the seller, I contacted DHL. If I don't get it, I don't get it. I'll get a refund, just get another one. But, like, that kind of pushes the setup display thing back a little bit. Aside from that, you guys know how I was talking about my Kane costume and how I was gonna have this awesome nostalgic fabric lenses and mask, and it's gonna be so good. Well, that actually came, so this is gonna be a semi-review, but kind of not really, because well, before I show it to you, there's a glaring flaw with this mask that I got, so let's just unveil it. So this is it. This is my Kane Scarlet Spider mask from printcostume.com, patterned by Spider Pleb, Old Spidey, and good old buddy Tyson. So it's white. The mask is white. The fabric's white. It's not supposed to be white. Now this is interesting because, you know, when I was going to Pleb for the pattern, he was like, hey, do you want me to, like, fill the colors in? And I'm like, no, because, you know, we were talking about it's, like, going to be color fabric anyway, so it'd be easier and crisper with the colors if they were just to print it out onto the black. But I think they saw that and got confused that it was, like, left blank, so they thought it was white fabric, even though I specifically told them in my email to get black color fabric. So this is just one of the frustrating things with print costume, is that, like, you will try to get your point across and communicate with them, and they will still do something wrong, and then you have to point it out to them, and then they'll fix it. Again, that's what happened with this one's predecessor. I didn't mean to point, like, to the Sensational suit. I meant to point to, like, you know, that one. Is that the Sensational suit? Yeah, I have the Romita Jr. suit behind it too, so not the point. Yeah, so I can't use this. Well, okay, I can and can't use this because this actually taught me a lot about, you know, the fabric type lenses and mesh used for these universal type, Eves Brooks type masks and whatnot. And what this taught me is that this is actually really cool. Now, I'm not going to put it on for a specific reason, but it's really cool because it's very nostalgic for me. And honestly, the shapeage on this is great. Like, Pleb did a great job on that. I'll link him down below. But this is very thin. This material is super thin, and if I put this on, you could see my whole eyes, like, my hair sticking down and whatnot, and it's like, so it only really super works well on their white mesh fabric, but they are able to do it on other colors. And what I mean by that this is going to be usable for me is that I've already emailed them asking and showing them the glaring problem, asking them to replace it, which would probably take, like, you know, 2 weeks or so with shipping and whatnot. But because of the fact that this is so thin and you can just see straight through it, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to go inside out on this, and remove the mesh on the inside, and then just, when I get the new replacement mask, I'm going to place it, like, sew it into, place, underneath, because I tried it. I doubled up the fabric on these eyes, and if you do so, like, you can't see through the other side, but you can still, like, see out of it, which is fine. It does decrease visibility by a lot, but your visibility is not going to be great with these types of eyes anyways. I keep saying lenses, they're not really technically lenses, but you know, just used to it. But yeah, so this is going to set things back, and the reason that's going to set things back is because with my cane suit, not that one, the new one that I got, I recorded a comparison between that one and then the new one that I got. And when I was talking about that, I was talking about getting this mask and whatnot, and I recorded that before I did the review of the new one. And I'm not sure if I'm going to put that review out yet, or if I'm going to film that yet, or if I'm going to wait, because I kind of, in the back of my head, was going to wait to get this the other day and then record that review, even though I don't have the technical lenses that I'm going to be mainly using with it, because again, I'm going to be making Ryan Stegman inspired, Scar-inspired lenses, because I'll have the ability to do that now. But the PC mesh that I'm going to be using for that is like not coming till like the 20th or something. So, and then now that this is kind of screwed up, I don't really want to go into the review using my E1 Zonicos face shell again, because I feel like I just use that for all my cane suits, and like in a review I kind of want it to be unique and its own thing. But I might just be overthinking about that, because even if I were to have this mask, like the actual one that I need, it's not really like part of the pattern itself. It's not actually part of the costume, and neither are the lenses that I would make. So it's not like it would really add to just the review of the suit itself. So I'm kind of debating that one. So whether or not you see that review in the next week or so is kind of up to how I'm feeling about it. And really just depends on what I decided to do. So like, you might see the review, but with the E1 Zonicos facial, or you might not. And I might just wait till I get the replacement for this mask, which in the amount of time that that's going to take, you'll just see the Stegman lenses anyways, because that's going to take a while. So this is very frustrating, but it's actually taught me a little bit about these types of masks with the eyes like that. So kind of useful in that regard. Again, the tripod thing isn't really the end of the world for me. Like, I don't care as much about that per se, but it is still frustrating. So it's just a little frustrating when things don't really go right, but like, it's okay because I'll get it all sorted out anyways, and I have all the time in the world. Another slight small update to secret cosplay stuff. I have been working very hard at one of my secret cosplays. Hopefully I'll get to reveal it in the next week or two, depending, because I have some things coming in the mail for that, and once those arrive, by that time, this thing that I'm working on for it currently should be done. So once those things come in the mail, I should have enough with that to reveal it. So we'll see how that goes. I haven't really gotten any other work done on the other secret cosplays, but we'll see how that goes, because things should be happening within the next couple months with that. But this one I'm working on right now is going to be kind of the first one that comes out. But oh, yeah, so that is very frustrating, but just thought I'd update you guys. I might work on the cosplay showcase stuff at some point. So I got a couple things planned. It's just this kind of weirdly throws things back a little bit, because I was going to put the review of the new suit out first before I put the costume comparison with that out. And I also dragged out my very old cane suit, my first homemade one, you know, the one famous for being like the first one I wore on this channel. I dragged that one out of the archives because I was going to compare the new one and that one with the proper mask on this, and I can't record that till I get the right one. So it's just pushing my plans back a little bit, which is very frustrating, but it'll all get worked out, so it's fine. But yes, I just thought I'd let you guys know what's up with that. Anyways, that's all I really got. So thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, share the video, follow me on Instagram at SpectacularScarletSparrow. Use code SCAR118 at printcostume.com for 15% off your order. Not only does that help me, it also helps you save money. I think I said that backwards. I usually say that the other way around. And yes, Print Costume, despite their flaws and despite their F-ups, are worth it. They're a great company. They make amazing suits. I mean, I've been loyal to them for 6 years now, so I just slapped my knee. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, follow me on TikTok. Those are two platforms I'm starting to use a lot more now, so it'd mean a lot to me if you gave me some support there. And with that being said, that's all I got for you guys, so I will see you guys in the next one. Spectacular ScarletSparrow 118 out. Peace.